welcome to our, gosh, what is this, our fourth?
Fifth? I don't know either.
Gracefully and Frankly, and I am Erin Davis drinking soda with pineapple Crystal Light or something.
Just plain old water here. Brandt, yes, nice to meet you.
Yes, great to have you along with us. We've been having some technical troubles here today, and we just have to keep looking here instead of up here. That's the thing, right? Anyway, we've been having our share of technical problems, but here we are for an hour. And first off, thank you for joining us. We're not going to rub anything in about the weather because that's not what you're here for. You want to just share in some time and warmth with us, and we're very happy to do that. But I got to tell you, Lisa almost lost her lunch today when she got an email from Porter. So I'll let you tell the story.
Well, Porter is who I'm flying with, obviously, and they sent an email to say that my plane tonight was going to take off late because of a delay out of Calgary, and I'm not supposed to be flying out tonight. I'm supposed to be flying out Monday night. So it was a little bit of a scramble to find out what was going on. My flight had changed and they never let me know. And so when they looked back in their records to see, oh yeah, we didn't advise you of this, they moved me to Monday with no problem. But Erin was fantastic with this guy on the phone. She said she was buttering him up.
Big time.
Yeah, it's like, Michael, you're so handsome and we're just going to gush about you if you help her with this. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Porter, for coming through. But the thing is, Lisa, do you remember a couple of weeks ago on, I guess, episode 159 or something, I said my biggest, loveliest surprise was that you were staying longer than I thought. Yeah. I had you in my calendar as leaving on Thursday, January 22nd. But then we went ahead and planned this Facebook Live, so none of it makes any sense.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Listen, the likelihood is I did something and forgot. But they are taking the hit for it. So yeah, that's the beautiful thing. Hey, Livi, this is Livi.
That's Livi, yes. And Dottie is calm on the couch and she's having a rest. So anyway, that was our adventure today, besides trying to get this all up and going. So I've seen some names here, and Mason is watching. Janet Foteau said hello. Hi, Janet. Say hi to Bud for us. They went on a listener cruise with us a few years ago on a river cruise. There's Pat Hick. Hi, Pat. We're just going to keep mentioning you like Miss whatever her name was from Romper Room. Anyway, yeah, somebody says, Lisa, you don't want to come home to a deep freeze. But, you know.
Looks like I'm going to anyway, and that's fine. I love it here, and I'm loving the time with Erin, and we're having a lot of fun.
We are.
But I miss my husband, and I miss my cat.
Yeah.
And I do have to go to the deep freeze.
Well, you know what I find interesting about your relationship is that you and Derek have not once spoken on the phone since you've been here. Is there anything you want to tell our listeners? You're right here on the couch. We're listening, Lisa.
No, it's just the way we communicate. He's always on the go. Yeah, I don't know. We just don't tend to talk on the phone too much. Huh. It's, even when he's out for the day or whatever, it's mostly texting and stuff. And I don't know how much of it has to do with my hearing.
Oh, yeah.
Or what it is,
Yeah.
But no, it works for us, and we're always in touch through the day. And
well, he's watching now.
Yeah.
Hi, Vera. She does miss you. She says lovely things about you.
Yes.
So
some of them are true. Yeah.
Hi from Saanich. Valerie is watching from one of my hometowns in BC. So,
and you know who else is, I'm sure, watching and has been so generous to us is Claire.
Oh, Claire. Claire has already said hello. So that reminds me, Claire bought us a coffee.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So there you go. You got to drink it all on now.
Right.
Okay. So thanks for everybody who's taking part in the buy us a coffee thing on our Gracefully and Frankly page, gracefullyandfrankly.com. It's just a fun thing. And, we have wonderful sponsors, but we're kind of used to, I don't know if it's counting listens or what, but coming from radio, we're used to ratings, and that's really the only way that we know we're having any kind of success. So thank you for buying the coffees. Oh, wait.
Downloads and coffees. That's what it is. Oh, another coffee.
More than one coffee.
Okay, that's great.
Okay. Hey, hi, Anne from Vancouver, formerly Ontario. We're not even going to tell you that the other day Rob was out with the top down on the Mini in Victoria. So, yeah, this is, as I've often said, the only time of year when all of Canada gangs up on a city, Victoria, where the plum blossoms are out, instead of Toronto for a change. So there you go. Carolyn Yetman, by the way, said, "Go Leafs, go." So hi, T Queen. Yeah, story about the overtime loss last night, but they sure tried.
We've got some questions that people have sent to us. We've got stories to tell,
Yes.
including the story of your performance last Sunday.
Yeah.
At the oyster bar
Yeah.
that we went to after. Well, we started out at the market.
Yes, this is in La Pier, the pier in La Cruz, which is part of Bucerias. Come on up, Livy. She's wandering around. And we just had heard this was so great. And we've been hearing, I've been so lucky down here, Lisa. People have a connection here, but there, we're back. Okay. So people who've connected and told us things that we have to do, things we've got to see, and we're really grateful for that. So yeah, that little blip you just saw was us kind of disconnecting for a second. We all need to do that every now and then.
It's Mexico. What
Yeah,
do you do?
yeah, exactly. We've got the door closed and the Wi-Fi's in the next room, and it's all concrete. So we were at Oso,
Oyster bar, yeah.
yeah, at Guanacaxo in Bucerias, and we just wandered the whole pier. And you said, "Are you hungry?" And I wasn't. You had eaten a little something. I had had some coconut ice cream, which is my favorite next to licorice.
I think I had a sugar-free drink. We were surprised by the sugar-free and gluten-free and all sorts of stuff there. It was great.
Yeah. And there was this restaurant, and it was wide open, and I said, "Oh, okay, let's go in." Now, on our way in, there's this big sandwich board that says, "Open mic 1 till 3." And I detected in you there's an open mic from 1 till 3.
Yeah, I kind of thought, oh, great, we're going to see, somebody who's not very good at karaoke coming out. And, I don't do bars. You don't do bars.
Never.
I mean, because we don't drink, and it's just not our scene. So I kind of thought, oh, boy, what are we going to see? And the place was pretty packed.
It was. So we found this table, and it was elevated. And usually I like to sit at a table or a booth or something, but we said it was
all they had.
Yep. It got so crowded. There was a board up next to the stage, and people were signing up. And I don't know what came over me, but I walked up there, and number 8 in chalk, I wrote Erin, not even capital letters. I just thought, okay, maybe they won't see me. So there were different acts. There were all kinds of musicians who just joined together on the stage. And there was this one guy, the MC, who was coordinating all these people who wanted to play. It was quite a magic act.
It was. And we met a guy who was sat across from us. His name is Jeff. And he was from Seattle, was he?
Yeah.
Seattle, Washington. And he was a harmonica player.
What was he?
Still is. And he showed us his harmonicas.
Canada?
And so we started talking to him, found out later he's an RN, a retired nurse. And
I don't think that's what RN stands for.
What do you think it stands for?
Registered nurse.
Yes. What did I say?
You said he's an RN, retired nurse.
No, but he is a retired RN. Okay.
He still doesn't get me. Anyway, okay, go on.
So, anyhow, so they got through a whole bunch of performers and, varying degrees of excellence.
Yeah.
And went right past Erin. And you said, I'm after Jeff or something or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And Jeff so I asked one of the guys and
she went right up to him.
Yeah, I did. I went up to the MC. I played agent because she's like, oh, it's okay. I don't have to go sing.
I'm not going to be the pick-me girl.
No, but it's easier to advocate for somebody else. So I went up to him. He was standing back watching. And I just said, I think you missed my friend. And he felt terrible.
Yeah, he swore and everything.
Yeah, so he came back and talked to you.
Yes, he did. He said, what are you going to sing? And I said, like everybody else got up there and sang 3 or 4 songs. And to me, at karaoke, that's 2 or 3 songs too many. It's like, leave them asking for more, right? And I was going to do Blue Bayou by Linda Ronstadt, because I know that one. And there were a couple of people at a table next to me, and he plays keyboards. I think they were from Collingwood. And he and his wife gave me their card, said, come on over and jam anytime. And so... long story short, I said, I'll do La Bamba because it's Mexico. Everybody knows it. And I used to sing it. So that's what I did. And he said, you're going to go straight into it. So I didn't even get a chance to jam on the mic and to say who's here from Canada and everything. But Canada was well represented.
Very well represented.
Yeah.
And in fact, we met Ian from Collingwood, or Ian from Kitchener.
Yes.
He came over and said, do you ladies just have Canada flags because you're Americans trying to pass as Canadians? Yeah. He played as well. But on La Bamba, you killed it. Oh. And I mean, everybody's seen the video, I hope. If you haven't, it's on the Gracefully and Frankly page. It's on Erin's page. It's everywhere we could possibly. It's on our YouTube. And
you are my agent.
Well, and I shot the video. There's only one chance, and I'm far from a professional. But you see people walking all over and everything. It's a bar.
It is.
But you really brought it. It was really a lot of fun. It was great. You. And at the end, there was a whole big table. I mean, everybody applauded. I thought she was the highlight of the day, and I'm not biased at all. And it sounded like there was a whole table of people going, Erin, Erin. Yeah. And we were like, what in the world?
Yeah, I thought maybe it was from some former listeners from Toronto or something. Like, nobody knows who I ever used to be or whatever here. But there's another story.
Yes.
Are you ready for this? Okay, so while we're walking along the pier and shopping, there was a group ahead of us, and they were talking, and I'm just tagging along listening because that's what I do. I'm
3 couples, 6 people, yeah.
Yeah, and they're saying they couldn't remember somebody's name at the resort, and somebody said, well, if you say Kathy, you're probably going to be pretty safe. And I laughed and said, as long as you don't say Karen. Now, don't be offended, Karen, if you're watching. Any Karen. I wasn't disparaging Karens, but we know what the connotation is now. And they laughed, which is what I'm all about, a cheap laugh. And then that's why they laughed, we chatted, and on we went. That's why when I finished singing, it was that same group who were going, Karen, Karen, Karen. I didn't know. So I did the Irish goodbye. As soon as I was done, Lisa had my hat and my jacket, and I backed out of the room.
On applause.
Yeah, into the parking lot. I didn't want to talk to anybody or anything. I was shaking all the way home. But these people ran out, and the woman said, the reason that we're saying Karen is because we're the people you were talking to. And I went, oh, okay, now it all makes sense.
They were very appreciative of your singing, and it was a great way. I think that was the end of the open mic.
I think so.
And then the band came back up. Right. So that's why there was no preamble. The guy was saying, you just go.
Right.
And you go up. But so what you saw was the entire performance. That was it.
I was
run up. Yeah.
I was flat in 3 places. The high notes, my boobs, and my butt. Okay? But it's true.
They make a really meat and quesadilla there as well.
They do.
And, we met a lot of people, and it was really fun. We kept looking at each other going, are we having fun in a bar?
I know. We couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
It really was fun. And there was one woman in a dark green dress, and she had brought her own mic. It was a Sennheiser. It's the one I used to sing with. So I knew from a good mic, and I thought, I hope it's still up there, but no, she brought it with her.
You just said something very important, and something that a lot of people don't know, that you used to sing with.
Yeah.
So explain that.
Okay. So it's a long time ago, but when Rob and I started courting in 1986, he was with a band, and Lisa's not getting bored. She's checking.
I have to check, yes.
They're all coming up here, so we'll turn up the screen a little bit. Hi, Laura from
New Brunswick. Do you have eyes over here? Okay, yes.
I got eyes everywhere.
All right.
Yeah. One fixed and one variable. I call them my interest rate eyes. So here's the story. Rob was the bass player with a band called Generations, and then I joined the band when we got married in 88. And then I became the front person. I emceed the show. There was 10 of us, and we did cruises. We did Canada's Wonderland. We did, as somebody mentioned, City Hall at lunch. We had some fantastic gigs, and they were the best of friends, and we had a wonderful time. And then around 2000, we decided that's it, we're done. And so we stopped, but I would still sing every now and then with some of the guys in different incarnations. Well, when Lauren died, I stopped singing. We have a piano that hasn't been played more than probably twice, unless it was the grandkids, and that was Joyful Noise. But I stopped singing. So this was the first time that I had been on stage in front of a whole bunch of people singing since Lauren died. And it just felt like something broke open in me that day. on this past Sunday, what you were seeing, me being crazy and dancing and doing my little Pee Wee Herman and stuff. And so I've talked to Rob and I said, you know what, maybe there's something in this. We get some karaoke tracks, you play bass, and I'll sing, and we'll go and entertain in seniors' homes or something. No pressure. I mean, some of them can't leave, so that's kind of a good thing, right? No running for the exit, but just getting out there and making a joyful noise again.
It was enjoyable for you. It was definitely enjoyable for the crowd.
Yeah.
And like you say, it's something you haven't done in quite a while. And joy, reclaiming joy.
Yeah,
and that's what it's about.
That's what the book's called.
Exactly.
Love, loss, and reclaiming joy. Did you notice we had that little tech thing where we went off for a second? That was Lauren
It
kind of poking at me.
Okay.
Quit messing with the tech, Lou. Thank you.
I don't think we actually are going off. I think it's just spinning like that and catching up.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay. Lou, you can make that happen as well.
Okay.
I've got one question here.
Lisa as a backup. There you go. Hi, Leslie. My sister Leslie's there.
So Lisa's a backup to sing?
Yeah.
Well, I can probably do backup.
Okay.
If there are other backup singers burying me.
Okay. You also play drums, though.
Oh, yeah. I play drum.
No.
Thump.
Oh,
No, I'm not
hard
that
on
good yet.
yourself.
No. So this was a question from Carolyn. When you're saying, was it planned? How do you know all the words? Well, I believe we've answered that one already. Kathy is thinking of coming to Mexico next winter. And she says, do you get tired of walking the beach, reading and relaxing? There's no movies, no thrift shopping, which she says is her favorite thing to do. And they don't speak Spanish. So would you recommend it?
It's been a challenge. And Kathy, thank you for the question. See, I told her, just say Kathy and you'll be right. Kathy, thank you. It has been a challenge. I'm on day 220, I think, of Duolingo. And if you can get past the fear of putting words together and trying to make sense, everybody will appreciate you trying. They all try. And, you know, like you found when you got your toes done at the spa yesterday, if you bring your foot up, you know, you may be able to write them on. But it's worth it. You're making a statement by not going to, you know, Trumplandia. There are direct flights here, as you know. Porter goes from Hamilton to Puerto Vallarta. No stopping.
So easy and stress-free.
Yeah. And we don't do beaches. We're not beach girls, but you can walk along the Malecon, which is the big waterway where I shared some pictures about a month ago of some of the statuary. I had those great big ears that I posed behind. Lots of beautiful things. So many wonderful restaurants, bars galore. If that's your scene, good for you. And we're here in a gated neighborhood, so it's a much different kind of experience. Maybe you can explain if I prepared you for this slice of Mexico as opposed to sitting, listening to everybody else's music and the party in the pool and the noise and the drunks and all of that stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people think of Mexico and, I don't know, islands as well as a place you go to a resort.
Right.
And I think when you get to be around our age and you're looking at going for a longer term, this is the kind of neighborhood to go to. I think everybody in this neighborhood that we've spoken to comes here for 4 months, and it's very safe. It's like you said, it's gated. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And the places are lovely. It's very walkable. Even like out in the streets, we walked through the village and it's just lovely. Like, it's just adorable.
It is.
If you've done any traveling at all, you know what the landscape is like, you know, rough sidewalks. We're not talking about going to the Ritz here.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about seeing some of Mexico.
That's right.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and somebody said, oh, you've got to go here, and see the real Mexico. We are in the real Mexico. You can do your curated resorts or tours or whatever you want, but in a neighborhood like this, and we're doing this through Airbnb because I love the hotel experience. I hate that there are people who don't care about the noise and slamming doors and all of that stuff. So I think you get picky in your age, in your wisdom, in your third act, and it's just not our scene. I'd rather, you know, I'd just rather have a condo or an apartment or a house or whatever. There is a community pool. So yeah, you curate your own experience. Don't be afraid of it, Kathy. We feel completely safe. And I was saying to Lisa last night, a lot of people, when they think of Mexico, they think, oh, cartels and all of this stuff. Well, that's not Mexico. It's parts of Mexico, tiny parts of Mexico.
Yeah. It's the stuff that makes the news.
Of course.
All the people having a great time here and safe and eating great food and just enjoying themselves. That's not news because that's the majority.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Uber has become my great friend. You just call somebody, walk out to the gate, and they take you. They're cheaper than taxis, the cars, the people. That's where I do all my Spanish conversation.
You should hear this woman speaking Spanish and having entire conversations. Like, it's really amazing how much you've learned. And how long have you done Duolingo?
220 days.
Yeah. But it's really good. She can have a complete conversation because once you pick up a certain number of words, you can get the gist of what somebody's saying. And you talk to our Uber drivers, and we had one guy who was actually Cuban.
Yes.
And had moved here for the opportunity. You had a great conversation with him before we got pulled over.
We did. Oh, this was coming home from Oso. At Guanacaste in La Cruz. There's police behind us, and I'm thinking, well, I wasn't that flat. But no, we got pulled over. And
he was speeding.
Apparently. I didn't think he was, but the man was also black. And he had dreads up on his head, and I wonder if driving while black is a thing in Mexico, too.
I don't know.
If I get pulled over just for that.
It's funny, though. I mean, your radar goes up when you're in another country.
Yeah.
And you don't know some of the undercurrents and things. And so we took pictures of the officer, and
I was starting to shoot video. I thought, ooh, this could be something.
And we're glad it wasn't.
It wasn't. He was great, and I tipped him extra to hopefully kind of eat some of the ticket.
And he wasn't mad or anything. It's just, we said it's expensive, and he's like, oh, yeah. But you spoke to him. You had a conversation with him about moving here.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing about talking to your driver. A guy, and I brought this up a couple weeks ago on Facebook, and I know you're not a huge baseball fan, but from Bo Bichette.
Of course.
Right? Okay. So Bo Bichette is now with the Bo Sox. I mean, it's a perfect... No.
With the Mets.
The Mets, right. I thought he should go with the Bo Sox because it's right in the name. But no, he's gone with the Mets, which means we will never face him in a World Series because the Mets will never be in the World Series.
Money, but nothing else.
No, that's right. So go. Good for you. But there was a questionnaire done of a bunch of Blue Jays players last fall when we were all only 1 month till spring training, by the way.
Woohoo.
When we were all so in love with them. And the guys were all asked, what do you tell your Uber driver you do for a living? And Bo's answer was, I don't talk to my Uber driver. And
that's so much.
It did. And a few people said, well, I don't either. And I thought, well, that's okay. It's up to you. And some drivers don't want to converse. And you can tell that right away. But it just told me something about him and what we miss out on just by not having conversations with random people like the people who were talking about the Kathy in their
right. And let's talk about that for a second. So we're in the market. We're walking through this massive market. It just went on forever. And I look behind me. Now 3 stalls away, she's still talking. So I would say hi to somebody if I saw they were Canadian or whatever. Go, fellow Canadian, and keep walking. Not Erin.
No.
So I would be walking along DVDD, and all of a sudden I'd look around or I'd talk to the wrong person and be like, oh shoot, she's still way back there. So,
where's the tall woman I started with?
But it's fun. It is fun, and you meet all sorts of people. Then
I will talk with anybody, especially if they have a maple leaf on or a Blue Jays logo or something. And just today, we were walking the dogs, and a woman was saying hello to the dogs, and she had a French accent. So I launched into my pidgin French because if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
She's from New Brunswick, and we had a marvelous chat. And she's staying here for the first time too. So a lot of people are trying Mexico for the first time, and we can't recommend it highly enough. It's been a wonderful experience.
It has. And there's no trouble. If you go into a store to buy something, they will flip if they're adding it up on a screen, they will flip it around to show you everything. When we went out for dinner the other night, we got the bill in both pesos and US dollars, it happened to be. But then you can see, they make it easy for you in that way.
Yeah.
Everybody tries to speak a little bit of English, and they are thrilled if you try to speak a little bit of Spanish. And that leads me to Dan's question. He wondered if either one of us would ever live in Mexico full time.
Well, that's a good question. Hello, Sage. Sage is in Bucerias, and she's sort of long distance commuting to work from here. That's a good commute, Sage. Nice to have you watching it. Thank you so much for recommending the pier. We had a wonderful time thanks to your recommendation and the TripAdvisor links. So what was Dan's question again?
It was, would we live here full time?
Right. My sister Cindy lives a 4-hour drive from here, 3.5-hour drive in a place called, it sounds like I have stomach problems, but it's called Ajijic, and it's near Guadalajara and Lake Chapala, and she loves it. She can't afford to go back to Canada now. She and her husband, who were married 40 years, they split, and he left her for an older woman. It's a great story, but not mine to tell. And they've split, but she's still in Ajijic, and she loves Mexican life, and she cannot take the cold. So it seems like she's here for life. So
I couldn't do it though.
No, and it's too far from the grandkids. I mean, BC is too far from Ottawa in terms of the grandkids. I don't know if Brooke's watching. I haven't seen a loaf from her yet, but I'm not swearing just in case the grandkids are. Anyway, it's too far away, and I do love Canada. And we bought our little cabin on another island in British Columbia. So we've got our condo in Sydney and a little tiny cottage on Pender Island. So, yeah.
I could take the heat, frankly. The summers are brutal.
Yes, they are in Puerto Vallarta, but if you go inland and up, like in Guadalajara, it's cooler.
We were even sitting by the water having dinner the other night, and you said, "Is that sweat running down the side?" Everybody else is, but it's true because everybody else thinks, "Oh, this is beautiful," and I'm dying. But it's just I'm overheated, so there's got to be somebody else out there who doesn't tolerate the heat well. But I still go through it because it's worth it.
Hi, Dottie. Dottie's just cuddled next to your leg. She's been such a good girl.
She's being awesome.
Oh, my God.
They're both so good. They're awesome.
They love you so much. Somebody we love that we would like to mention at about the halfway point here of our hour with you. We got an email. Who did we get that from? Cheryl Lynn. Just today, this email came. And she wanted to talk about integrity, and that's just kind of how it all started. She said, you guys, you talked about your envy pillow, and of course we've got it here. I've got it in the travel thing, and this is like when we've talked about rolling it up for travel so that you can take this little thing on the airline seat with you. It actually does. See, look at this. This is half of it. And it'll be this little roll-up thing that goes right behind your lumbar. Isn't that great news about WestJet, by the way?
Oh, that they're going to reconfigure the planes back to the way they were. I flew one of them, and it was horrific. So anyway,
okay.
News,
So Envy Pillow, Kathy and Kim, the registered nurses, not retired. They are our RNs. They are retired registered nurses. So just like Buddy at the bar. But anyway, see, it's a callback. I listened to her.
Yeah.
Yes. So Kathy and Kim started Envy Pillow because they wanted to help people, not only those who had just undergone facial procedures. We've had them just to look older. Is it working? And Envy Pillow helped people also with their necks, which that's how I got my first one. Was I was talking on the air and somebody said, you've got to try this, because I had so much stress from working in a really high stress job. Envy Pillow, game changer. And then you with your car accidents.
A couple of car accidents.
Whiplash.
A year apart.
Yeah. But Cheryl Lynn has very bad rheumatoid arthritis. And as much as she wanted it to, the Envy Pillow couldn't help her. She returned it. No problem.
Yeah.
And we know what happens when you return the pillows too.
They
come after you. No, I'm kidding.
they unroll themselves, like run right after you. No, they get cleaned and sent to women's shelters.
Yes.
Family shelters. So it's a wonderful win-win.
Yeah. And then she said because of her joint pain, she also tried this. Sierra Sil Joint Formula 14. Yep. Oh, those are a treat.
No.
Oh, I'm meanest
you said
mom.
the word.
And then I said treats.
You said
well, they are treats when you're suffering from inflamed, especially knees.
you got Livy's attention.
Or any, oh, girls, I'm sorry. Go play. Go play with it. Jesus. Okay, so.
It's okay.
Well, we made it halfway with them. Anyway, they are a treat for you. For Rob, who's 71 and still playing goal, and he has rheumatoid arthritis. His knees have been hurting because he's been working so hard at our new little cabin, getting it ready for me. And yet there he still is on the ice, thanks to Sierra Sil. But if it doesn't work for you,
And it didn't work for Cheryl Ann.
exactly because of the extent of her illness, she returned it to, and Michael Bentley, who runs the company, owns the company, wrote to her with a list of possible things that might help.
Yes.
I mean, this is integrity. And you would not think it's a good commercial to say, well, these things didn't work for Cheryl Lynn. That's where we'd push the button and stop the live feed. But no, the whole point is you really do have nothing to lose but the pain, the great night's sleep, and being able to take your favorite pillow with you to travel. It's just as nice as having this shoulder to lean on.
Your hair smells terrific.
It does.
They do stand behind them, and that's what we've always said, and Cheryl Lynn is living proof. So there you go.
Yeah. Hey, and we also got another email this week from someone named Sue, who just started listening to Gracefully and Frankly. We hope she's watching this. So I wrote her back and I said, okay, so you just started listening. You've blazed through. You've binged 161 episodes. What made you start listening? And I haven't heard back from her yet, so maybe I was a little cheeky following up with her like that. But, gee, it's nice to find new listeners. There are a lot of people who don't listen to podcasts. They, I don't want to, or I like radio, or I like CBC, or whatever.
Well, this is the new radio.
It is.
And it's on demand and whenever you want it. We're getting some great comments from people. Margaret took her envy pillow to travel to Italy in October.
Oh, good. Lisa got her Italy mention in. Somebody gets his wings.
Oh, and
You should have been Prosecco, right?
I didn't say earlier that Kathy's favorite thing was thrift shopping in Naples because I didn't want to mention Italy, but
Your Naples are showing.
This is on behalf of Margaret. I remind you.
Margaret has met these girls. She came to visit me in Sydney.
Wonderful.
And we went for a walk, and she had all her GNF bling on.
Nice.
And, a nice cuddle with, I think she was just coming to see the dogs. But anyway. Okay, go on.
Yes. And
Sorry.
Jill says, don't hurry back. We're in such a deep freeze in southwestern Ontario. Well, that's true. Oh. Tomorrow is supposed to break records, and I'm not sure if it's in southwestern Ontario or northern Ontario, but regardless, it's really cold.
Yeah, minus 50. Coldest it's been since 1950 something.
Yeah.
And we thought, oh, please, it's been colder than that in North Bay and stuff, but it came from a verified source, and there was a colorful picture and the whole nine. So
lots of ice, and another ice storm apparently coming on the weekend. So
maybe you can't go home Monday. You know, they said, was it Thomas Wolfe who said you can't go home again?
That's right.
Well, look, Derek says don't hurry back either. Oh, because of the weather. Yeah, okay.
Oh, nice.
No, he didn't.
No. Someone else, Anna, I saw a message from Anna when we were discussing you and Rob maybe doing some performing. Yeah. Her husband performs in long-term care homes, and all the women hit on him. So, good for the ego.
Absolutely. Rob would love that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get a couple of, silver foxes hitting on you as well.
Oh, yeah.
They'll try and separate you,
No, they will.
Border collies with sheep.
We're right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. I read something earlier this week. Where you go, Dottie? About mean girls in retirement homes. And you and I were talking about that.
Oh, yes. And about women living together, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And look at, they're interchangeable. And then they can chill you out and be so cool to you if you're not one of the girls. Because Lisa and I have talked about this, and maybe you've thought about this too. You know, if God forbid you are widowed or find yourself living alone.
Right.
Well, you said, well, Derek's my last. I mean, you've got so many more husbands than I've had, though. I'm still on my first. No, but you said he'll be my last.
Oh, for sure.
Did he ruin you, or what did you mean?
What I mean is, he's the guy, and I'm done. I wouldn't be interested in anybody else after him.
Okay, no second best after Derek.
Although we joke that, he might wait 3 days before he replaced me, but it's just a joke.
He's made great progress in your absence. He's actually gone out, and Rob, you should be listening to this and a little bit ashamed. Derek is buying and eating salads.
Like by choice.
Yeah.
I'm not there to force it on him and cover it up with a lot of dressing or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these women, I guess they're like mean girls.
So I guess so. And Mally just commented too that the whole clique thing continues. Her sweet mom Terry is in her 90s now, and so she has seen it close up and firsthand as well. But okay, so would we? I don't know if we could live together. I think we could. I mean,
I think we could.
We've done well the last 10 days.
We have.
I know I'm a lot. The first day Lisa got here. Well, Lisa, the first day she was here, I wouldn't. Oh, Rob said I've had movie salad. You brat. You know what movie salad is?
Popcorn?
Popcorn with M&Ms and candies.
Oh, my goodness.
Movie salad.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
You brat. But no, the first day she was here, I just kept talking over her. And I said, oh my God, I keep interrupting because I'm so excited to be talking with you.
And you said you haven't had anybody physically talking in a while either.
That's right.
See, I do that too. I do that to people when I get excited.
Yeah, yeah. But I like these ideas of, 3 or 4 women eventually living together. There's no cycle, so y'all wouldn't be on your periods at the same time. That would be good. But
it's more affordable as well.
Absolutely. Or one care nurse come in.
Yeah.
Right. Get one RN and they could come back.
And if you wanted to buy something or, even rent a bigger apartment that maybe you couldn't do on your own.
Yeah.
It would take some compromise.
It would take a lot of compromise.
But I love your cooking. I love this. This woman makes the best salads and the best dish. So I came home from the spa yesterday.
Oh,
yes. And dinner was ready. So it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was just wonderful. But I think that whole idea of women making the most of their later years is just brilliant. How it's done.
Well, Golden Girls, as Liz says. Liz, you're absolutely right.
Absolutely. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And Rosanna says there has to be an Italian grandmother in the mix. That's absolutely right. If somebody wants to kick me out of the kitchen to make a good gravy, I am perfect with that.
Yes.
That'd be great.
You're so skinny.
Yeah. Could you live with a bunch of people who aren't as clean as you, though? I mean, you and I are running around here sweeping up after dogs and ants and our hair.
Yes. Well, I don't know.
Dottie.
I work really hard on, not restacking the dishwasher in front of somebody who stacks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I hope I would be loose enough to... I'm not Felix Unger, so
yeah,
I don't know.
What else we do? Well, Kathy tells us about a group in I just missed it. Port Perry, 4 women who live there. Oh, Patty's telling us about that too. They made the news when it opened.
Yes.
Wow. What do you call 4 men living together? A halfway house. Sorry, I'm laughing at my own joke. That.
Well, we don't have a live studio audience.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I think there's a lot of merit in that.
Yeah. So, what else have we been doing? When is the last time? This would have been where we had a little bit of music playing. So, do 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 do. If it was, a recorded podcast, we'd have a musical interstitial. Were you talking to me?
Sorry, no, I just
telling Dottie I love her. I know she's being thirsty. Yeah, that's still from her grooming, by the way. That bow tie. Yeah, Livy doesn't have hers because Dottie pulled it off. But anyway, grooming was literally half price here of what it was back in BC.
That's something we forgot to mention, how inexpensive some things are. A 90-minute massage is $40.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry.
What are you even doing here if there's a 90-minute massage for $40? Hi, Kathy Burns. Hi, sweet girl. She sends us all kinds of inspiration all the time. Yeah, so I started to talk about something and I completely lost my train of thought.
And I am just really scrambling to remember what it was before I said I love
We
you,
don't
Dottie.
scramble. And Joan says she loves San Miguel. Is that San Miguel de Allende? Heard of that, I'm sure. Did I start on time? Yeah, we started on time, Debbie, but that's okay. So here's our little secret for you. We didn't tell everybody because we thought they might say, oh, I don't have to watch. I'll watch it later on YouTube. Not that you sound like that, but they do. They definitely do. So we're going to put this up on YouTube so you can watch it later. We're going to watch it and go, oh, God.
I think the dogs like me.
I think they do like you.
Claire wanted to know if I was able to find my beloved cauliflower, and I didn't have to because Erin found it before I got here. So where'd you get it?
I'm the cauliflower girl, never the bride. I just, the local grocery store, and Rob and I went there by Uber when he was here. He's been home now for 2 weeks. But I took a picture and I got an orange one and a green one and a white one. And they have no flavor difference. Why are they doing that?
I have no idea.
But the orange one looks so good. It's like it's already got cheese on it.
Yeah, they're delicious. Absolutely delicious. I have not been deprived of cauliflower at all.
Yeah.
And the second part to Claire's question was that we've been staying up all night gossiping and stuff like that, but we've been doing it all day.
Yes. From the minute we get up, this girl gets up and she turns the coffee on. I've got it all ready at night. You know what I did yesterday though? When my sister Cindy was here, I forgot to. Lisa, remember the first morning I told you she was sitting there in a chair saying, could I have coffee? Yeah, girl, it's made. Push the button. So yesterday I made it and I forgot to put the filter basket in. I put the filter in and I put the coffee in, but no basket, but it was perfect.
There was nothing wrong with it whatsoever, and I probably would have chewed right through it anyway because I got to have my coffee.
Somehow I eliminated the middleman.
Yeah.
So the filter basket, it's a scam, Jerry.
That's right.
It's a scam.
And that's another thing. Coffee shops here,
Yeah.
you know, anything, really anything you want. And the food is so good.
So here's what I was going to ask before my brain just took a quick detour. When's the last time you went with your bestie to the mall? You know, it's lousy weather. You get in the car, you sit in those heated seats. Please tell me you have heated seats. And go to the mall. You get your steps in for the day. Yeah, half the stores are closed now, but maybe not if you go. There's bookstores, there's coffee shops. So we got in the Uber and we went to the mall in Puerto Vallarta, Galerías. And if you've ever been on a cruise ship here in Puerto Vallarta, the ships stop right there across the highway from the mall. So I'm there looking at this gorgeous princess ship, and we went shopping. We had a great lunch.
And then we suddenly saw it.
We saw it
Across the mall, a sign that said sugar-free ice cream.
Yep. Sugar-free ice cream. And we went in and I said, no somos quito. And she said, yeah, bien. So we had ice cream that was, it was vegan too. I'm surprised there was anything to put in a cup. To
Exactly.
Yeah. The hell is it?
But it was
ice.
good. Yeah. It was so good. And they had toppings, all sugar-free. And they even had baked stuff, which
Yeah, you could get a slice of
Yeah.
tiramisu for, let's see, 1,200 pesos, so about $9 Canadian. Not bad at all. We didn't get it, but I'm thinking about it.
It was so, I've thought about it several times.
Well, okay, deal. If your flight on Monday is canceled, we're going back to the mall.
Okay.
It's a sign.
But we had a great time. We bought sunglasses. We
did.
There's a wonderful department store. What's it called?
Liverpool. Yeah.
And we had fun looking through all their dishes and all that kind of stuff.
But just having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and having ice cream. And it wasn't even sinful ice cream. And we had burgers that had lettuce around them. You know, we were mostly good. But yeah, Uxbridge, somebody says, won't stop snowing. You look great. Thank you. Well, that's nice. It's kind of random.
So yeah, malls aren't something we do. And no, so it was just really fun.
Not since we were teenagers.
Yes.
Okay, what made it fun when we were teenagers?
Well, my mom used to drop me and my friends or me and my cousins off at Eastgate Mall in Hamilton, or Stony Creek, if you want to call it Stony Creek. And what made it fun, I think, was seeing other teenagers.
Well, that was the thing, right? Well, now we can go and see other seniors.
Yeah,
and our parents aren't around.
That's right.
For better or worse.
Right. And nobody's going to say, you're not spending $40 on Levi's when these husky jeans from Sears are just as good.
You never wore a husky jeans.
No, but my poor brother did.
Oh, poor Kevin.
I know.
Oh, dear. Oh, my. Yeah, so it reminded us of how fun and connecting it can be. And you don't even have to buy anything if you don't want. But yeah, Hillcrest in Richmond Hill. Somebody says here, for me, it was Quinty Mall in Belleville, or Oshawa Center, because we grew up in Trenton. So yeah, it was a good
great
time.
day. Yeah.
And again, it's great exercise too. And they've got defibrillators in case you do find that perfect ice cream,
Those mall walkers know what they're doing, the ones who get in there early with their sneakers. And, it's funny. I mean, we're 63 now.
Ooh.
And the mall
yay.
The mall walking actually doesn't seem like a bad idea. It's indoors,
Yep. It absolutely is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's no mall at Port Stanley though.
Sorry.
Oh, geez, you've been slowing down on the coffees.
Did I know it? Claire actually bought you 5 coffees.
Oh, well, she bought us 5 coffees. Yes.
There you go.
Okay, well, we'll just
there you go.
One back here.
Yeah.
And this one,
I'd use them, but there's nothing to put in my cups. I'll tell you that much. Oh boy.
Oh, sweetheart. Oh,
yes, darling.
Here they go.
Oh, the dogs.
Yes.
Okay.
There they go.
Okay. So, if you have any more questions, hi from Greenbank. I don't know where that is, but I want to say it's near Ottawa. There was a Greenbank? No? How is it having dogs in Mexico? Well, that's for them to poo. Basically, anywhere. Look, any place is okay for a dog as long as they're safe. We got all their papers before they left. It was a bit of an ordeal because, you have to get them checked and the vet has to sign off. And then by Pickering, Leslie says, of course. And then you have to deal with the plane. In this case, it was WestJet, although I've talked to Porter. They take dogs in the right sizes under the seat ahead of you as well. They WestJet, make you phone to make the arrangements. So that's the price of a phone call.
Right.
All right. And hi there, Patty. Greenbank is near Port Perry.
Ah.
See, this isn't just a fun chat. It's a geography lesson.
That's right.
There. Okay. Number Highway 12. Okay. So, yeah, dogs down here. The grooming situation was terrific. The lady that we met, Giselle, from New Brunswick, Nouveau-Brunswick, she said that she was going to go and get them groomed, and I highly, highly recommended the place just down around the corner from here.
She has long-haired dachshunds.
Yes, she does.
They're beautiful dogs, too. There was a dog on my flight down.
Yes.
At first, I thought it was a squeaky toy because it was crying. But it was a 14-year-old little dog that the people brought down. And, just under the seat. But you're not allowed to touch them or comfort them.
Can't comfort them. Now, that doesn't stop you from leaning down and giving them a little... Oops, those are the mugs, girls. Giving them a little cuddle or just touching them a little bit. But, yeah, it's stressful for the dogs. I'm not going to lie. I gave them each a little bit of... what's that stuff in gummies?
CBD?
CBD, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Gave them a little bit of that for the flight down, but of course didn't dare have it here in Mexico or I'd be staying longer than I planned to. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I wouldn't be without them for 4 months. So when we go back, it's going to be beat the clock, the biological clock, because Dottie is going to be due to be bred. She's going to be a mamacita.
You coming up?
Again this year.
Oh, wow.
Seems like the breeder doesn't want Livi. So that's good.
Good for Livi.
We were kind of hoping if we didn't have one, we wouldn't have both. But yeah, we'll still have Miss Levitas, and Dottie will be in the maternity ward, but that's a long way down the road.
I just brought her up in the most unceremonious way, but she's just happy to be up here. She wanted
Well,
to
you
come up.
can't help touching her boobs when she has 8 of them. That's what I say.
They are just such love bugs. I just absolutely adore them both.
Yeah.
They're really good dogs.
Oh, wow. Brenda lives right near Hillcrest. That's great. I used to live in Richmond Hill. When Rob and I first got married, we lived in Ajax, a little tiny townhouse right by the highway, but I think they tore them all down. And then we moved to Richmond Hill, and the whole area was not built up at all yet.
Oh no, was this like Derek? We drive in London every time, and he goes, "This used to all be farmland."
Yeah,
Like,
that's
that's
pretty.
right.
You got lipstick.
No, I know
tell you
that.
that. Yeah, it's lip stain. Yeah, you don't
That's
have a
'cause
daughter-in-law to tell you, so.
It's because I got licked.
Oh, there you go.
I got licked by the dogs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Heather says that Uxbridge and Port Perry are where Hallmark movies are filmed. Well, they are in Sydney, BC as well. They are. Yeah.
Now that's someplace I could live year-round, Sydney, BC.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, and our condo's going to be vacant while we're over at the cabin, so if I could talk you and Derek into coming for the winter, I sure would.
Joan says, "You need a dog, Lisa, for your walks. I'm sure Cuddles wouldn't mind." Well, Joan, the sad truth is Cuddles, my wonderful senior rescue cat, would mind very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cuddles spends Christmas in the basement because he doesn't want to be near my brother's dog, Nacho, and we were told that he's never even been around other cats. So he's a one-animal household, and we are happy to have him as long as he wants to stick around with us, and we hope it's a very long time.
Yeah.
But a dog might be in our future one day, but I don't want to think about that right now.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And if it ever is, she definitely wants to have an ease like these girls.
I certainly consider one, that's for sure. They are just I don't know. I've never seen a happier dog than Dottie.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to read Livy, but I think she's happy.
Yeah.
She just doesn't have an expression.
No, she doesn't. It's just you can almost hear the crickets with Libby. And she doesn't wag her tail. She hardly wags her tail. What is that about? She's a happy and content dog.
And Dottie is just all, I love life.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah, they are such a combination of me, the introvert, the quiet, but Dottie is like, where's the microphone?
La Bamba.
The showtime. That's right. Yeah. Are there any more questions that we haven't gotten to yet? Because this has been a highlight, I know, for me, of my stay down here, and just the icing on the cake into cake. In terms of you being here and all the tech stuff that we've been going through to try and get this shot landscape today, and it seems to have worked. So, yeah.
A lot of people have said they would like to spend, their tirewood. I mean, who likes deep freeze and snow? Nobody. I don't think. Well, I suppose some people do, but when it gets this cold as Ontario has right now,
Punishingly.
it is punishingly cold.
Yeah.
It's not fit for man nor beast nor woman.
Yeah.
But, we do have a lot of choices, even with the United States, not one of them right now.
Yeah.
But Mexico really is a beautiful spot.
And they're beautiful, warm people. And we read something the other day about Mexico that was just so wonderful, that the poverty level. Yeah.
The middle class is now a bigger group than the poverty level. Middle class is now, I think, 40%, and poverty's somewhere around 20. It used to be the reverse.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been that long since they've been doing these kinds of surveys and analysis. So this is, tourism's got to be a big part of that.
Yeah.
We see how hard people work, and they're out in the heat. We hear the roof being done next door.
Yeah.
And the landscapers and the planters and
Yeah.
all the people who are working. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do wish I'd gotten a picture though. I mean, there are some funny things whenever you go to another country. It doesn't matter where you go. So there's a hole, there's like a pothole in the road, the main road outside the gate. And to mark it, they have one tire on the ground and then one tire standing straight up. And I wanted to take a picture so badly, but I saw a man that we had spoken to before walking our way. And then the street was so busy, and I couldn't really get up close to a deal. And maybe we're safer because of it. but here they have 2 tires.
Yeah, and the scooters and mopeds and motorcycles, they just booted along that road too. So hitting that's a really good thing to be there.
Well, it is, and I hope
Island.
it's for us to put paint on it, because at night they're black tires. So.
Oh my God, people are asking about the pool boy. There's 3 of them now. Leslie, did you start this? Leslie. Should I
It was
talk about Tom?
Yes, talk about it. We have
He's not the pool
6
boy.
minutes of pool boy.
He's a man.
Yes.
And if he was watching this, I would die 1,000 deaths because I can't even make eye contact with him in the
I've
neighborhood.
seen this because I've seen him now. So yeah.
He's a man, probably about 30. Rob, I have to tell the story, and I'm not going to salivate. So calm your tits. I'm not going to embarrass you. I have the best husband in the whole world.
We'll do next month.
But there was this man at the pool, and he had Olympic rings on his shoulder, and I asked him, "Oh, did you play in the Olympics, or were you an Olympian?" I actually could come up with words when I was talking to him.
Really? That's surprising.
And he told me, and I looked him up, and I'm not going to say what sport. I don't want you to look him up. I never want this to be connected with me in any way. But he had those muscles, the ones that go from here, like from your rib cage, and down to Canada's Wonderland. And I don't know what to call it, but they're called.
He's got a 6-pack and a V.
Yeah, that's just about all I have to say about that.
He is a legit Olympian, and he's going to be in the next Olympics for his sport, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. We haven't talked about that.
There's time.
So anyway, he has a beautiful wife and a lovely young boy who's almost a year old, and he's in the pool with his baby, and he's just. The thing is, and I've explained this to Rob. Leslie says you're stuttering. Shut up. That's my sister.
I wasn't going to say it, Leslie.
Yeah. The thing is, you see these people on TV all the time. You see them in resorts, but to see one kind of in the wild, it's like if you were walking through a parking lot and there was a peacock, you go, well, that's unusual. Right. So that's what I was noticing. It was just unusual.
Good thing you're not a hunter.
Or a cougar.
He was walking around with his with the child the other day, and he's.
I said, "That's him."
Yeah,
that's him.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah. And I didn't even want to look at him. I can't look at him now. It's stupid. I haven't even talked to him. I haven't embarrassed myself except this here right now.
Wow.
And he's from Toronto, so God help me.
It'd be the same if I, ran into the Backstreet Boys, so don't feel bad.
Are they still a thing? Or are they putting
away?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Or they're putting tires in the middle of the
That's right, something
Those
like
are the
that.
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my story. And maybe in a senior's home or it does sound like an episode of Golden Girls, doesn't it?
Oh, bad.
Yeah. I mean, my dad had so many women after him when he was in his senior's residence too. And, maybe they thought he was a snack. Maybe they thought,
Hobby did. The women outnumber the men.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, by a large margin.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, large margin. No, that was the woman next door.
Large margin.
Oh, Rhonda says, I almost missed you. You both look fantastic. Well, Rhonda, thank you for your kindness. No filters. As you can tell, we have no filters, but you will be able to watch this in its entirety on YouTube. I think Lisa's going to have the night off. We have plans for popcorn. I make it on the stove.
It's wonderful.
It really is.
And there have been a couple times where there's been some almost buffering on this. So this posts to Facebook on its own. We don't do anything, and it basically posts to Facebook. I hope they didn't cause any issues for anybody.
All right. Well, as we wrap up, I would like to first off tell Rob I love you with all my heart, and thanks for all the work you're doing getting Wedgie ready for when I return. That's not a sex term. That's the name of our cabin, I should mention. Yeah. But just to you, here you are again joining us for a silly Facebook Live, and we've had such a good time.
Oh, it's wonderful. And we totally look forward to it, and chilling with the dogs and just talking about the silly stuff that we've done. We talk every week, but there's such a difference when we're in the same room.
It really is.
and eye contact and all that kind of stuff. It makes a huge difference. That's why, no, I wish we lived next door to each other.
I know. I wish we did too.
It doesn't happen.
No,
Not in this lifetime. But that's okay. We make it work.
that's right. And good friends always do, right? So thank you for your connection with us. We'll have a fresh episode of Gracefully and Frankly next Thursday. Lisa flies home to crack a stupid, and we'll have a brand new episode for you and hear about her escapades on the way home on Thursday next week. So,
Thanks again. We
Yeah.
really appreciate your time, spending your time with us every week and coming here today as well. Thank you.
yeah, live from Nueva Vallarta in Jalisco. Are we in Jalisco? Mexico. Love you, friend.
Love you too. Love you,
Okay.
Derek.
Bye. I'm going to turn this off now. Here we go.